Hi, my name is Elizabeth Cunningham, and if we haven't met yet, here on this channel we do makeup tutorials, vlog, all that kind of crazy everyday lifestyle stuff, whatever. Today we're doing a little bit of a different, unusual video. We are going to be looking at some of the makeup looks and the makeup trends that we saw in New York Fashion Week. So if you don't really know me or you don't follow me on Instagram, I talk about it a lot in my stories, but I follow fashion bloggers on Instagram. I really enjoy it. But I also watch how they do like their marketing and stuff like that. I teach network marketing and I'm in network marketing, and so I watch how they market and I use that for my business. Anyway, all of last week they were at New York Fashion Week for the runways and all the whatever they do, and I thought it would be really cool to put together a video of some of the trends that we saw in the makeup that the models were wearing. You can kind of predict what the trends are going to be for the next couple of months, and sometimes we kind of get stuck in a rut when we do our makeup. I really try to avoid that, especially since doing makeup is my livelihood, is part of what I do, but even I get stuck in a rut, so it's nice to look at stuff like that for a little bit of inspiration sometimes. So I figured I would put together a little bit of a lookbook of a couple of makeup looks that I saw, how I made them more wearable, because if you've ever watched any kind of a runway thing, their makeup it's not very wearable at all. So I'm going to kind of put together some examples of the makeup looks that I saw, how I would personally wear them, and make them look a little bit more wearable. I hope you enjoy. It's just kind of a for fun thing, but if you try out any of these looks, definitely let me know because I think it would be a lot of fun to see. Also, in the description box, I will have linked a blog post which has pictures of all of the looks that I created along with the products that I use, just in case you want to get a specific color or a certain mascara or whatever. That will all be included, as well as the pictures from the runway that I kind of was modeling the looks after, so you can see what the actual look is and then how I made it wearable. That way maybe you can just get a little bit more inspiration, plus a couple of things that I saw that I didn't really get the chance to do myself. There were a couple of things that I was like, oh, I really need to choose between the two because I couldn't do that many looks. I think you're really gonna enjoy this. Hopefully you get inspired. Check out the blog post if you really do enjoy this video, and let me know in the comments which look is your favorite. Okay, so for this first look, I went with the monochromatic Dusty Pink, both of which are something that you saw a lot on the runway this year. The Dusty Pink color in general, kind of a mauve, I don't know exactly what they were calling it, but it's kind of a mauve color. The Dusty Pink was very popular. I personally love this color myself. I use the same shimmery eyeshadow on my eyes as blush, and then also on my lips. I included a couple other products on my lips just to make it more like lipsticky, but it's basically the same color on all three, giving a very monochromatic look, which I think is so beautiful. So the monochromatic pink. There's another monochromatic color that was very prominent in the runways this year, which I had to choose between the two colors. So I chose the pink, but I will include a picture of the other one because I think it's absolutely beautiful and I do want to try it out myself. It's kind of like a very dark terracotta, which I thought was so beautiful, especially for fall. So check out that in the blog post. I will include that because inspiration. The other thing that I included in this makeup look today, another one of the things, is they kind of were seeing a comeback of like the twiggy eyelashes. I don't remember when it was, but I think it was like in the 70s or 80s, which the 70s and 80s were very prominent this year. But there was a style icon named Twiggy who would take eyeliner and draw her bottom lashes. And it's a very, like, you see that and it's just like, oh, that's Twiggy. So we saw a lot of that this year, which I thought was so interesting. And I was not about to do it myself, but I thought the fluffy lower lashes is something else that we saw a couple other places. A couple other people were putting strips of lashes on their bottom eyelashes, which I thought was very interesting. So I used my voluminous mascara that I always use on my top lashes, and I applied multiple layers to my bottom lashes and made them super fluffy, and I love it. I think this is one of the trends that I'm going to be doing constantly because I never tried it before, but it looks so cute. It just makes your eyes pop. So one of the other trends that I include today was a very blown out one color eyeshadow look with shimmer. That's the long description. One of the things that we saw was a one color eyeshadow look. I saw it in multiple colors. Red was one of the ones that sticks in my mind, but they took a red shadow and blew it out all over the whole eye and included crystals, which crystals were everywhere on the runway. So I think crystal jewelry is going to be really big, but I'm not about to wear it on my eyes because that's not very wearable. But I thought as kind of a wearable option, a very glittery eyeshadow is beautiful for a little bit of a dressing up night. So the eyeshadow that I'm wearing today is a glitter, and it's super duper 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 pretty, and I was able to put it all over the lid and blow it out. And it's the same one that I have on my cheeks and on my lips as well. But that's something that I really do think we're going to be seeing this year as well, is the blown out one color eyeshadow look in a color that's not something you might normally expect to see for just a one color eyeshadow look. Like typically if I just want to put one eye color down, it's like a brown or something like that. But I think colors that you wouldn't normally expect are going to be really big this year. Okay, so here's another look that I really like that's kind of very similar to things that I already wear on a regular basis, but the first thing that I saw on the runway is this nude lip. This has actually been really popular on YouTube among like the YouTube influencers and beauty bloggers and stuff like that. It is just a makeup trend that is not even really a trend, it's just a classic, but being this nude lip, but more than a nude lip, it's like a dark ombre where I use like a dark liner and then I blended it with this nude lip with a glossy finish. All three of those things mingle together. That's just a very, I don't know, it's a very 2018-19 kind of a look. So I thought it was interesting that we did see that on the runway, because that's not something I expected to see on the runway, because it's too everyday normal person. Like that's just something that I would not have expected, because they typically have very strange things on the runway and this is very normal. So I was very interested to see that we have that on the runway. The other thing is kind of the method that I used for my blush and my eyeshadow. They would take like a blush, a very loud blush, because loud blushes are apparently very in right now, and they would do their blush, but then they would like take it up into the eyeshadow and it would be all the same and blown together, and it looked very strange because I mean your blush would go like all the way up in there, and it was just a little bit strange. So I took it and I made it more wearable. I used my blush in my crease of my eye. I actually basically just used blush. I have this light color that you see, and then I did use a eyeshadow, a brown eyeshadow that was just a little bit darker, very similar to the blush that I used, but it was just a little bit darker. But for the most part, the eyeshadow that I used today was my blush, and I kind of took it and really blew it out under the eye, and I think it turned out really pretty. I went a little bit ham on the blush, which is very in on the runways, and then kind of did really blow it out. So I kind of did similar to what they were going for, but I definitely made it a lot more wearable. But I think it's a very pretty look, and I also think that it can be kind of a hack for when you're trying to hurry up and, you know, maybe don't have time to do blush and eyeshadow. You just take your blush, put it on, and then stick it in the crease of your eye as well, and then you have that dimension that you need, and you don't have to take the time to do a big long drawn out eyeshadow look. So I think it was really smart, and I kind of like the trend if you make it more wearable. But that's kind of the point of this video, is looking at the trends and the things that they're doing on the runway, which are really crazy and off the wall most of the time, and making them something wearable that you would want to actually do on the everyday. So inspiration, I guess. Inspiration, that's a good word. It's what this video is about. I hope you liked this look. I was really happy with it. I actually really like the way my face turned out. Okay, so here is look number 3. There's several things again in this look that I really saw prominently on the runways. Number 1 being winged liner. Kind of what we saw on the runways was more of very neon winged liner, which is not at all wearable in my opinion. Maybe for a festival or a special event or something like that, but in your everyday, day-to-day, normal human being kind of a makeup look, I would never wear bright orange or bright green liner. But normal black liner, heck yeah, I love it. So I'm kind of incorporating the winged liner look today, because that's something I saw. I'm also incorporating, I did the fluffy bottom lashes again that we just talked about, because I'm kind of in love with it, to be honest, so I think I might be doing that all the time. Talked about the heavy blush. something we really saw a lot. I think I've done that in every single look so far actually. I really, really, really love it. All the colors are going to be linked down below in the blog post again, just so you know. And then the last one that I saw that I incorporated into this look was the lip color. I saw a lot of matte red lips in every shade possible, kind of a normal red, a dark red like this one, very orangey reds. There was just a lot of red, and notably it was almost always matte. So I think a matte red lip is really, really in, and that's one of my favorite looks in every color. Anybody can pull off a red lip. It's literally stunning on everybody. You just have to find the perfect red lip for you. So what your girlfriend wears as a red lip, you might try and think is horrible and then be afraid of red lips. Don't be afraid of red lips because there's something out there for you. You just have to find the perfect one for you. Maybe I'll do a video on finding the perfect red lip. That's a good video idea. Maybe I'll do that. So those are the trends that I put on my face today. Again, I really like how this look turned out. I think this video was really good for me to do because I'm finding that I really like a lot of blush. I was always one of those people that I didn't think I liked a lot of blush, and so I never ever did it, but I love it. I think it looks so good, so I'm gonna start wearing a lot of blush from now on, I think. So yeah, I really hope you liked this look. Let me know down in the comments what you did and didn't like about this particular look. And I'll see you again tomorrow with another look. Okay, so today for the very last look, we're doing a very natural look. This is something I saw a lot on the runways, probably more than everything else. The week had a very common thread of a theme of kind of a post-apocalyptic kind of a look. So there was a lot of no makeup looks that kind of went along with that theme. This one being one of them. I kind of changed it up a little bit because I don't really think it looks good for most people who are not models, who don't have perfect skin, to not wear any makeup with a bold lip. But as you will see in the blog post that I link down below, they really had no makeup whatsoever and then a very bold lip with it, which I wasn't a fan of, but I kind of changed it up a little bit. I'm wearing a tinted moisturizer that just evens out my skin a little bit, but you can still see my skin underneath. It's not the full coverage foundation that I wore in the other looks. It's more natural looking. And then I did my skincare underneath because they all had very healthy, very glowy complexions. So my skincare is, you know, my skin's doing good. Kind of got a glowy thing going on. I did a soap brow, which I'm not the hugest fan of on my brows, but I did a soap brow. You can look that up if you want to know what that is. I am not the best to teach that. Threw on a little bit of mascara just because I thought it looked very strange without it. And then just kind of the main look, which is mostly what they did, is I'm just wearing a tinted lip balm. Some of them had like the bright, bold, matte lip. Some of them had no lipstick on. This is a very natural look, kind of what I go for oftentimes if I'm really in a hurry and I need to go somewhere in the mornings, but I don't want to go with no makeup on. I want to wear a little bit of something. Something like this is kind of what I'll go for. I hope these looks were helpful. I hope you enjoyed seeing the looks that I created, seeing some of the trends that I think we're going to be seeing this next fall, winter, and then into the spring and summer as well. I hope you were inspired to try out something new, to do a little bit something different with your makeup routine than you might normally do. I think that's always so much fun, just trying out something new, sitting down with your makeup and not having it be a chore, having it be something you enjoy doing, something that you can just take a little moment to just relax and be creative in your day. So that's kind of the goal here. That's the goal behind this channel. If you look at it as like a chore, that you can start seeing it as a moment to just kind of get away from life and have a little bit of creative time, do a little bit of art on your face and just enjoy it. Have some fun, be creative, make yourself feel beautiful. That's kind of the point of makeup, is to give you that confidence that sometimes you lack without makeup. I know I do personally. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you recreate any of these looks, or if you do incorporate any of these looks, please tag me on social media. I'm really excited about this video and I hope that you do get inspired. So definitely let me know if you do, and yeah, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.